Hey YouTube, Crash is back. I'll tell you one thing, it's unfair that the camera makes me look this good. Just kidding. Today's the day. I went in, tried out the new Seal liners. I have no words, no words. I didn't get to try them out with the legs or not yet, because obviously the sockets have to be formed just for them to fit just right. But wow, wow. They're crazy, they're different. There's so many different parts to them. I can't wait to get them so I can show y'all. I'll try to put it together better so I can be more in depth and show, especially if anybody's curious. One, I want to mention I'm not rich. I can't just get whatever I want whenever I want. I'm not able to just sit there and say, well, I don't like this one. Let's try the other one. Just hurry up and swap it out. I am very blessed and very lucky for the insurance, the good people, God, and everybody, especially the family that helped me with all of this, signing up and setting all this stuff up. So, when I was in the hospital on vacation, taking my nap. But I don't know. I mean, another big pick-me-up if you couldn't understand. I'm on the back of the bike right now. You can't see it, but good old Honda. But other than that, 75 degrees again today. Y'all can see the palm tree in the back blowing. I mean, can't get any more Florida than that. But absolutely incredible. I talked to my prosthetist a little bit about some other things too. Mainly I showed him a buddy of mine. If y'all haven't seen it already, check out Titanium's 1000, another incredible dude. I mean, like I said, in my opinion, 100% a legend. 100% a legend. Dude is absolutely incredible. But without gushing about that too much, the one main thing I wanted to discuss with y'all too, I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, if anything's going to change with it, but especially talking to my prosthetist about this, the one main thing that I feel like would have helped me in the whole hospital is maybe if like a prosthetist like mine or somebody would have come in and just explain some things. Either told me that it would be a little bit possible, or it's just something that wasn't in the cards. But they do that a lot with the hospital willing. It's not them, it's the hospital, the guidelines and all that, and especially the way things have been going. Not getting into politics, that's for sure. But I don't know. I got to figure out some way, somehow, and if any of y'all know, please, I'm begging you, drop it in the comments or let me know. I want to find a way to visit people in the hospital if I can. Sometimes I can be a bowl of sunshine, sometimes I can be get the hell out, but either way, it's worth the shot. I always say, as long as it doesn't hurt anything or anybody, for the most part, do it. But I really want to do that, especially for somebody right after surgery or debating on an amputation, or just not knowing. That was the hardest thing for me, is just not having a clue which way it was going to go. I was laying in the hospital with both my arms wrapped up, my leg missing, all that stuff, and I didn't know if I was going to walk again. I didn't know if I was going to be in the wheelchair. With the way my hands were, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to move myself around. I thought I was just going to have somebody pushing me everywhere. I mean, it was just nuts. The one thing I haven't mentioned either is in the very beginning, my old company was nice enough to supply me with one of those big aluminum ramps, like the ones they have on the trailers on the school property for the extra classrooms and everything. I had that for a good couple months with the left leg amputation, and I heard a saying a long time ago that you can either dawdle around the bush or just dive right in the kitchen. Just get right into it. So I figured that's what's got to be done. I called my buddy. I thanked him up and down more than I could, or as much as I could, for it. But I had to get rid of it. I had to push myself, and there was many days where I got out of my wheelchair on my ass, scoot down each steps, both of them, just to get along and get moving and get out to the car. And especially with my right leg, if y'all have seen pictures or heard me, every time I walked, no matter what I did, that right foot would roll right out on its side, and it would just, I was walking on my ankle. There was just, not to cry, but it was just so much pain, and it was so hard to try to focus on walking and balancing and trying everything that the physical therapist tried to share with me, just everything along those lines. But not to get sidetracked again, I've had this in my mind from the very beginning, but it's something that I really want to push for. No titles or anything like that, but like I said, if y'all can help out, I'm definitely asking for an extra hand or whatever you can. Any advice or any avenues that I can go down, I would love more than anything to try to go to the hospital as much as I can to talk to other people, and just any questions they have or anything, especially if it'll help them. Because I hear too many stories of people that just hold on to limbs that are really damaged, and I not for 1 second I'm going to try to tell anybody you definitely need to get an amputation. You know, it's your life, your body parts, your decision. That's one thing I can never fully feel right on saying, no, do it. Yeah, no. I'm not going to say that. It worked out really good for me, and I'm not so into the stars, but I'm definitely above and beyond what I thought I was even close to capable of, especially after the right one healed up and I got this new setup with these new feet and everything like that. I mean, it was like they say glass ceilings, I say no ceilings. I mean, there's no stopping you. Sometimes it hurts a lot, sometimes you got to take a break and you got to slow down. But these are all the things that I want to talk to the people in the hospital too. Not everybody likes YouTube, not everybody has social media, and unfortunately a lot of people lose limbs, including feet, legs, and stuff like that, because they're up there in age, and it might be certain problems with the circulatory system, or was it diabetes, another big one, stuff like that. There's even a girl I follow on Instagram. She lost limbs when she was on a cruise. Just a regular going on a cruise, I don't know where, but you know, like Bahamas and stuff, enjoying all that. And something happened with the ship where it caught on fire or sank or something, and she lost both her legs, and she got pretty banged up too. Young thing. And I feel really bad that she's got such a life ahead of her. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure she's a model now. So, I mean, she's not doing horrible, but she's still got all that to pertain to. So no matter if it's motorcycles or if it's, like I've said in other videos, just getting back to everyday life. You know what I mean? I don't know, even today, just being able to bring back my good old carbon foot and put my kickstand down by myself without reaching down anymore. I smile every single time I do that. I don't know why, maybe I'm just all about myself, but it's just the best feeling in the world to be able to do those silly little things, to stand up, to use the restroom, anything like that. Just like when I had the live with Titaniums, and we were talking about showers and bathroom routines and all that, and he decided to keep his right leg, which is, like I said, still, I think it's worse than what mine was, to be honest with you. And for him to keep that and go through that pain every day, and he does, I think, more in a day than I do in a week, or probably a month, honestly. This guy just never stops. He's just go with his kids, with his wife, with his family, with life, with riding, everything. And I owe more than I can ever explain to him. So if y'all want to check him out too, like I always mention. But on the Enduro cruising by, teasing me and reminding me I need to get back on. It's too beautiful of a day. This may be silly to y'all. I know you see all this goofy car and all this stuff, but this is one tattoo, if y'all can see, that I got right after the accident. And I know it sounds weird, but in my opinion, everybody's got a time limit. Nobody knows when it is, nobody knows when it's up. So I got this. It sounds silly, but it's a little skull representation of life, and it's just, there's your time limit, turn into dust. But mine's got 2 broken spots in the bottom of the glass with the sand running down my knuckles. So that way, especially nowadays, no matter what, I'm grabbing every single last granule, and I'm not taking one for granted. I'm enjoying every second of life and everything I can do. I don't know where to end this the perfect way. But like I said, I'm going to beg y'all one more time again, please, before I get back on the road. I got to enjoy this gorgeous weather. And please, y'all Northerners, don't be mad. If anything, hopefully you can just see what it's going to look like in a couple months for you. Because don't worry, that snow, that ice, that misery, you know, every year it dissipates and that bike comes out, and boy, it's a good time. But all the love and respect for everybody that's watching, all the existing subscribers and everything, and anybody that just, like I said, cares to stop by and say how you doing. Nothing new. I just put out the other video last night. I think it's next week. Next week is my appointment, the 18th to the 19th. And as soon as I get that, if anybody cares, even if they don't, I'm still going to make a video. I'm going to go through in depth as much as I can. And the thing I'm really going to try to think of before then, since at least I got a week, that might be enough time. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try to do, not like a day in a life with Crash, but try to do like a start off. I don't know if anybody's going to give a damn, but without too much in depth, just show, you know, getting up in the morning, getting the legs on, kind of try to do some editing stuff to get through, so not the boring stuff of making coffee and checking my emails, but coming to the process office, talking to everybody, going through, you know, getting the sleeves and all that. We did the casting today, and I was more talking than recording. Plus, I forgot to ask, my processes if I can put them on camera. He should be down with it though, hopefully. Just kind of the step-by-step process. It won't be anything too crazy, but just showing all that. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't have a camera guy. I don't have anybody to follow me around, and I don't have any of those tripod things or whatever. So that's why, like right now, you're resting on the license plate bracket on my bike. Tail light's right there. But either way, I'm gonna get these videos out one way or another. Get this gorgeous face out there on the interwebs. Again, I appreciate every single one of y'all. If I haven't said it enough, if it wasn't for y'all, man, I wouldn't be pushing as much as I am. I'd still be pushing hard, but y'all make me get up every day smiling. Even if it's the coldest, darkest day, I still get up and smile and look and say, man, there's people out there still that still care. There's still good people that still try. And about 90% of them always do it for somebody else. They always do it for the kids. They do it for the family. They do it for everybody else. Because all of us know when we get into a bad wreck or a bad spot in life, we're not the ones that just sit there and pay for it. It's the mothers, it's the wives, it's the children, and especially the wives and the children, since they're around 24/7. They see who you are and what you used to be, and then all of a sudden, especially in a child's eyes, but with your wife or your husband, whoever, in an instant, you are a completely different person. You're still there, you're still here, but things are completely different. And it's, I mean, y'all know, it's completely upside down from normal every day. But my famous saying other than that, yeah, I'll try to pop out some shorts if anything cool happens or anything new, we'll pop it up. Right now, I'm going to go feel that breeze in my face with the helmet on. But go enjoy this weather and see if I can get away from some of these crazy snowbirds. Other than that, man, I love talking to y'all. I love doing all this. I want to keep doing it. I want to make it bigger. I want to sit there and help more people. I want to do whatever I can to keep people smiling and happy. All right, y'all. Once again, stay good. Let's make this new year a great year. Crash out.